Hello everyone, and welcome back to SAHULA Safari, where we are currently watching over a terrible disease outbreak amongst our giraffes and zebras. I am extremely concerned because all of our giraffes seem to be catching it like left, right, and center, and I'm not exactly sure how we're going to handle this since we only have one vet, Archaeologist Relia, who is doing her absolute best, but I just don't know if she's going to be able— there's another diseased animal discovered! Venture, no! Alright, I think that this is critical time. Oh my goodness! Okay, even with critical time, we need to admire the fact when a giraffe naps. That only lasts for 20 minutes a day. A giraffe nap, and we'll talk more about napping giraffes in a little bit because that happens to be one of my favorite facts about these beautiful, beautiful creatures. But first, I think we really need to go ahead and even— Hope is about to give birth! Oh, she has made her way— yes, it's covered in leaves! Into the gigantic tree we have now made. Right up here. Somebody should be over here watching them eat. But we now have a giant tree feeder for our giraffes that I think they'll really like. It's a huge multi-trunked tree that is meant to kind of hide the big metal feeder they have. I think it looks really awesome. I actually kind of want to make it look like we even have a cute little nest kind of tucked inside of it. Or maybe we could hang a bunch of the adorable African decorations from it. That would be really fun. Alright, so Hope is about to give birth. She's 12 years old. Has she given birth before? This will be her first calf! I'm so excited! And she's very hungry. She ran all the way over to the other feeder tree. Well, you know, that's what giraffes spend most of their day doing. They spend a lot of time browsing. They need to eat a lot of leaves in order to take care of that huge body of theirs. One of their favorite kinds of leaves to eat are actually the acacia leaf. And they have evolved a very interesting relationship with the acacia tree. The acacia tree has tried all sorts of ways to make itself defended from giraffes. Because, you know, a tree doesn't like it when animals eat its leaves, usually. Because that makes it very hard for it to get any energy to sustain its life. The leaves catch the sun photosynthesizes, or the leaves catch the sun, and then the sunlight is photosynthesized into energy for the tree. So that's how the tree basically eats. And if you eat its leaves, you're taking away its ability to get energy. So acacia trees have all sorts of tannins, which are toxins in the leaves, that will be released through the entire tree when it can tell that it's being chewed on. And that's why giraffes will kind of nibble for 15 minutes on one tree, and then they'll leave it, even though there's still leaves on it, because that tree has now started to put out tannins and it tastes really bad. Also, it's very bad for you to eat poison after all. Just ask a koala. That's what they do all day. Alright, Hope. We have— new baby boy! A little baby boy! We're gonna go ahead and we're going to name him Endurance. Because we are currently in the midst of a terrible outbreak, which is oh so sad. And we want to make sure that he stays healthy. I just can't help it. I love baby giraffes. Come back. Come back to me, little one. Oh, between you and I think we have like Hopeful. Oh, I'm so happy. I just want to— oh, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Look at this. How can you not just stare at this and fall in love? I absolutely adore him. Look at his tiny little hooves all the way up to those big old legs, just freshly born, and I would bet money that he's already taller than I am. I am only 5'5", and this little guy is probably very close to that height already. Alright. Whew. Oh, I love giraffes. What do we have going on? We still have several diseased animals all over the place incubating this disease. So let's hire a new vet, even if it's just temporarily. And let me pull up the name list. I still don't have my Patreon name list. I'm sorry, patrons. I need to pull it up. I have it on my old computer and not my new computer. So this is going to be Gwen, actually. So let's get a Gwen And Gwen, thank you so much for your comments on the previous video. You're gonna come and be maybe our permanent, maybe our temporary, maybe you'll switch jobs. Let's see. Is there gonna be a boy, or like, I guess they're all boys. Gwen, come on. There we go, there's Gwen. Oh, and I can't put her directly into exhibits. Alright, so we're gonna have her come on in, and this is going to be, we're gonna call her, I think she is gonna become a giraffe specialist? Yeah, we'll make her a giraffe specialist Gwen. Yay! And then what we'll have her do is she will help us to heal the animals right now. And when we're done, we might actually have her to change jobs because vets are very, very expensive to hire, in case you guys didn't know. They have very high, where are my vets? Like they have very high expenses, but I guess so does a lot of the other groups too. And then what we might do with her is turn her into a keeper or a caretaker in the future, because our keepers actually have super high workload, so it probably would help them to have some help. And Karma's about to have her baby! Oh, I was so alarmed and so worried about the giraffes. I feel like I need to start putting down some special decorations to celebrate like their life and their birth. Karma, are you gonna have a baby? Oh, this is beautiful. You know, giraffes can't cry out. They can't really make noise. They make a very soft, subtle noise that they can kind of hear to each other to communicate. But otherwise... Oh... Karma! Another little boy, you guys! Oh, so we have Endurance and an Adventure and is one of the adults. Who is Nadal's parent? Discovery is actually his dad. So you know what? We're gonna name him Discovery the Second. Because I think that would be good. Does he have any siblings? No, he is the very first baby between Discovery and Karma. And I think that means he is Discovery, who's right over here, Discovery's first child. How exciting is that? Oh, and the giraffes want more food and toy enrichment. Oh, bless you guys. I will try my best to provide it soon. Alright, how are we doing here? We still have a lot of disease. However, we have our vets on it. And we'll go ahead and switch vet research from the Gila monster. And let's start doing research on this particular disease to make sure that it doesn't really happen again. So where is this disease? This one begins with C. Oh, we don't actually have it to be able to research. The heck? Why not? I wanted to be able to research it so that like this doesn't happen again. Oh no, another one is sick. Oh, there it is. It pumps up. Okay. So the disease that you currently have will become the active disease and bump up to the top of the list. Campylobacteriosis. We'll have the giraffe specialist, Gwen, go ahead and research that. Alright, so we still have some sickly ones, but we're doing good. Trying to heal everybody up. I might go ahead and make a cute... I kind of want to make like a pile of rocks with some pretty trees on them. And then every time a giraffe is born, decorate around the world with that. Kind of the way that we do with like the pangolin pavilion when pangolins pass away. And that way, whenever we look at it, we'll know, hey, that represents all of the giraffes that we had born in our world. That would make me very happy, actually. Alright, so while we're waiting for everything to get healed up, let's build that up really quickly. Ooh, what a nice little fountain. I actually would really like a fountain like that. Maybe somewhere over here. That would be very nice. Just like a little way to sort of welcome people. There's also an African rock shelter that we've tried to use before. The African starter staff village that we're totally going to build for the SAHULA family soon. African wild dog shelter with a blueprint that failed to load, so we'll go ahead and remove it. Alpine food shop. Let's see. Do I have anything that just jumps out at me? Ooh, there's an oasis. That's really cool. The oasis doesn't really jump out at me as like a way to celebrate the giraffes. I think I'm just thinking of blueprints off. Savannah rock. Like a big old pile of savannah rocks because giraffes are tall. Oh, and they're taking some naps over here. I hope it's because they're sleepy and not because they're sick. But let's get these down. And we'll make just a nice big pile of rocks. And perhaps add some nice plants to it. Do I have some acacia trees? Because if we do, it might be nice to put down a couple acacia trees, since it is one of their favorite things to eat. And I do want to kind of make it so that this rock structure goes up more than out. You know, just to celebrate, like, giraffes! I think I need to make it a little taller. I have something similar to this in our Zoodesia Zoo that we used to decorate the pygmy hippo area, so that's actually what I'm thinking about right now. It looked really cool. Just kind of like this abrupt tower of awesome, beautiful rocks that happen to have some plants on top. I really liked it. Alright, now it's too dark to be able to see my rocks. Let's see. I see you, little baby zebra foal. You're just barely visible in the moonlight down there. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Cladding. Right over here. This isn't really turning out the way I was hoping. I think maybe we'll just start here because it's about giraffe height. And then when I can see, I will add in some of the biome, grassland, continent, Africa plants. And we'll kind of decorate this a little bit. Ooh, elephant grass. I think I can decorate it with some elephant grass down here as the sun begins to rise. Oh geez, the topiary apparently counts as African grassland plants with topiary hedgehogs. What? And there we go, the acacia trees. See, that's what I mean. Because the thing is, I wonder if giraffes are good spreaders of acacia seeds. I'm not sure how acacia, in fact, I would love to find that out now. I have no idea how acacia trees propagate. Do they propagate through fruit? Do they have like seeds that just sort of fly off of them? These questions are quite vital to understand because it has to do with how giraffes survive with their beloved acacias. Alright, so here's what we'll do. We'll make like a cute little... Yes, that's more like it. Like a giant boulder! That's better! We'll have a giant freaking boulder that has an acacia tree on it, who really wishes, with all of its acacia tree wishness life, not to run into a giraffe, so it grew up tall. However, one day, the giraffes believe that the tallest giraffe of them all will appear and be able to eat from its sweet, sweet branches, tucked up high, out of reach. Alright, we'll wiggle these over here. And down here. What do I think about that? Let's move that back out. And then when the sun rises, I should have something nice. Go away, blueprints, for crying out loud. I guess I need biome, grassland. Ah, there we go. There! And then we'll add a few more plants onto it. And every time a new giraffe is born, we will kind of sprinkle this acacia tree, the glorious, glorious acacia tree, This is 3. Can we combine a couple of them? Ooh, that looks really good. Check that out. Why stop at 1 tree when you could add multiples and have twisty cool trunks like that? Oh yeah. Alright. Meanwhile, I know it seems a little odd to have pivoted and be paying attention to these kinds of things, but I do think that the terrible crisis of diseases amongst our animals is almost over, so this is an even better way to kind of celebrate that. We could have some common reeds. Ooh, I like the elephant grass on top. That's actually really cool. Oh, that's so delightful. We could also do like foxtail palm. I think I would rather do, let's see. Ooh, ah. Nice. Oh, glorious. I like it. Sometimes we might leave that on. Sometimes we might take that off. We might put some nettle down there. A topiary bird, are you kidding me? That's really cute. A wattle bush. Sometimes we might add in a wattle bush or 2. Let's get down in here. I like it. There's something so meditative and soothing about being able just to get in here and spend a little bit of time adding in some precious, precious flowers. And then there's the African daisies as well. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and actually grab a protea plant. The king protea. To make this truly part of the SAHULA Sands giraffe wonderfulness. And I think what we'll do is we'll say that the SAHULA Sands giraffes somehow have this very unique way and this very unique trait of being able to spread the seeds for all of the plants that are growing on here. And it's quite peculiar. Nobody quite understands how they are able to have such a wide variety of different plants that they spread about, but it's true, they do. Particularly these proteas, which is quite confusing to the experts, but they're not going to fuss about it. Alright, we'll have a little patch of proteas over there. I like it. I feel like now this side needs just a little touch of something. So let's see what we've got for African plants. Because these giraffes have quite a varied diet. You never quite know what they're getting into. Cantilever tree? At the back? Nah, nothing so big as that. Alright, we still have diseased animals being found, but don't worry guys, we're down to 2 diseased animals, so I'm hopeful. Maybe some nice ivy back here? That might be kind of nice. Just for a change of pace. Can I get it just right though? I don't think the ivy will play nice with us. I mean, it could. Do I like that? Almost. Almost. I kind of like that. There we go. Alright, so here's how we are going to celebrate the birth and life of our giraffes. Sometimes we put things down when animals pass away of old age, but I think now we're gonna put things down when they're born. And do I like that? I think I will like it if we have just a little bit more going on right here. Yeah, that's better. To kind of show like the ivy growing down to reach the rocks. And a little bit more. And then up and out a little bit more. There. Bit more. I know this seems extra fussy, guys, but come on. Sometimes you have to fuss with this especially the ivy, which always gives me a little bit of a headache in order to make it just right. Alright, I'm really happy with that, I think. I like the Protea side better because I like the plants over there a little bit better. And maybe I need to, like, how to make this a little softer back here. There! I like it. Alright, so here we are. This is going to be our grand magical creation for celebrating giraffes. We're going to merge this into a group, and this is now going to become known as the Glory of Giraffe tree. And they, here in the SAHULA Sands, are capable of spreading all of these amazing plants through their poo. It's quite fantastic. You just don't normally see this sheer quantity of lovely leaves anywhere, but the giraffes are excellent seed dispersers. I actually don't know how good they are of seed dispersers in real life, but as they happen to be, you know, herbivores, I'm pretty sure they disperse at least some seeds. Oh. Alright guys, and the crisis is over! We actually have indeed managed to cure all of the animals! There is no more disease outbreak! Huzzah! 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 Alright, you guys know what this means. We're going to celebrate with our new giraffe trees going everywhere. And we're actually going to go ahead and have giraffe specialist Gwen switch jobs. She is no longer going to be a vet. My apologies, Gwen. And we're going to rehire her. Oh, perfect. We're going to go ahead and rehire her as a keeper. And she's going to be our giraffe specialist, who I don't think we'll give her a work zone just yet. We will definitely train her in just a moment here when she can be trained. Almost. Almost. And boom. All right, we'll start training her. And she is going to probably end up being full assigned to this particular exhibit very soon here, once we start getting more things that people— Panya! Panya's about to die of old age, you guys! What the heck? Panya, no! She's the soul of the village! The mama matriarch! No, don't inbreed! Stop that, Calippo! Okay, we're gonna grab Calippo. I think, did we give her contraceptive? We gave her contraceptives in time. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, you guys. Deep tragedy. Deep tragedy. Panya, the mother of the entire fountain. We need something stat. We need something to be able to remember her. A small pond fountain. I need this African fountain. Will we name it after Panya? I mean, I think we will. I think we're gonna get this fountain. I mean, she was part of the soul of the village in a lot of ways. And now she's gone, and that would be extremely upsetting for the family. So I think we're gonna go ahead. Can I actually even just put it right in here? I think I can. That takes out a little bit of our farm. But I think that, like, with tears running down his face and like doing his best to keep his composure, our SAHULA Sands founder, Mr. SAHULA, the gardener, Gardener SAHULA, just in tears over the loss of Panya, would pull up some of his garden in order to add in a dedication to her. And we'll actually spruce this up a little bit because I want to keep the fountain, but we want to make sure this look a little bit more organic. And we might decorate like some shapes around here. Like we might put a couple nice pots over here to kind of give it more of a African feel and say that they're just sort of like in memory of Panya, little pots that we're putting down. In fact, I wonder if we should put out a different vase for like every member of the wild dog family. That might get a little out of hand pretty quickly. because we're also doing the ruins every time a new one is born. But you know what? Let's do it. We had 7 members of the pack, so we'll put down 7 little pots, and we'll create different little memorial spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any more vases I could use? There's little drums. Those would be nice. 6, 7. And we can add to this and just cover it with like little memorial pots, which I think would be really nice. And then let's take out the rest in peace. Rest in peace, my dear. And then next time we'll put down some nice little rocks next to it so that it has an even more naturalistic look. But there we go. So Panya's memorial kind of is right up at the edges, but hopefully it's a very pretty spot for people to enjoy. Oh, wow. All right. Well, good news, guys. We have actually finished taking care of the disease that giraffes had. We have made a very special new way to celebrate the glory of giraffes and the way that they could be seed dispersers. We have a researcher to help dung beetle researcher Bree take care of all of the animals, and we are still making more money than I can ever believe. These people are fantastic. I cannot wait to see how much Sahula Sands continues to grow. And next time, we must help the soul of Sahula and get some new wild dog females in here to become the new matriarch of this pack. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for Panya, the founding mother soul of our wild dog pack. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!